Welcome to Hoofboot Academy. I'm Bernd, and in this video I'm talking about my latest online course, the 7 Hoofboot Principles. The 7 Hoofboot Principles are your Hoofboot guide. It's a system that I developed already a couple of years before. And meanwhile, it's based on 20 years of Hoofboot experience. So why should you book this online course and pay for it when you just could take the measurement of your horse's hooves, go to a web shop, have a look at the sizing chart, type in the size and order the boots? Why shouldn't you do it that way? Because I believe in 90% of all cases you will fail. So let me give you an example. You want to have some hoof boots, you tell your farrier, please pull off the iron shoes and don't nail any iron shoes on my horse's hoof again. And he will probably say, I'm quite sure he will say, well, that's a bit critical because your horse has been shod for 6 years and the hoof is not prepared for this hard ground, gravel and other terrain, so this could be complicated. And well, he's right. So we need some kind of hoof protection. So you meet this lady at your stable who, well, you know, she's already been using hoof boots for a while. So you ask her, what about your hoof boots? Are you happy with them? And she says, yeah, totally happy. So they are very, very easy to put on and off. And I never lost one, even in mud, and nothing broke so far. So I'm totally happy and satisfied with these boots. And you say, well, that's awesome. That's great. This is exactly what I need. So what's the name of those boots? I could make an example with any hoof boot. So let's say she's using Renegades, because the Renegade is a very popular hoof boot and it's a great hoof boot. You go home, start your computer, go to that web shop and have a look at the sizing chart, you have your measurements, and you order Renegades for your horse. Then you start riding, and after the 3rd ride you realize some rubbing at the bulbs. And it's getting worse, and 2 days later it's getting a little bloody. And you also realize that your horse is not moving the same way it did before. So something is weird, but you don't know what it is. And yeah, you go on riding and a cable breaks. And you don't understand what's going on because the other lady was totally happy with the boot, but now everything seems to be crap in your case. But it's not crap, it's still an excellent boot. But not for your horse. Because your horse has a much steeper toe angle than the lady's horse, and your horse has, let's say, 2 centimeters or half an inch or whatever higher heels than the other horse. But this boot is not created for steep hoofs with high heels. This boot needs low heels. And your horse and the lady's horse, they have exactly the same measurements. It's, let's say, I'm saying it in the metering system because I'm German. So let's say both hooves are 12 wide and 12.5 centimeters long. They have totally the same measurements, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It can work. It can't. Because the sizing chart has 2 dimensions and the hoof and the hoof boot have 3 dimensions. When you have 12 wide and 12.5 long, It says nothing about the toe angle. It says nothing about symmetry, about heels, about the hoof wall. Absolutely nothing. And these are the things we have to take into consideration before selecting a hoof boot. So who benefits from this online course, the 7 hoof boot principles? Riders as well as practitioners, barefoot trimmers, farriers, however the job is called. I will guide riders through these 7 steps to find the best boot for your horse. And for practitioners, this is the base for selling hoof boots. If you start selling hoof boots, the 7 hoof boot principles are the base. The same thing you have with a house. If the base is crap, the house will break down soon. So we just build a solid base, and then there are a couple of other courses that go much more deeper into the practical things later. And what qualifies me? What qualifies me to do this? So this is not just some virtual, digital, online thing. I've been involved in the hoof boot business for almost 20 years now. 20 years ago, I established the first hoof boot wholesale company in Germany, and meanwhile, I've done it twice. I've published more than 50 hoof boot related videos on YouTube and Vimeo. So if you type in my name in Google, you will find all these things. I work together with the most important riding magazines over here, and we have created articles, 4, 5, 6 pages focusing on hoof boots. I already hosted 20 4-day clinics for professionals. At the beginning, 10 years ago, it was a 5-day clinic, but now we don't show the cluing anymore. We do that separately because it's too specific. So we have 4 days clinics, 2 days theory, 2 days working with horses. So when I'm talking about these things, this isn't something that I have invented while sitting at a desk or standing in front of a video camera. This is all practical stuff, and I hosted 20 of those clinics for professionals. We have an average of 10 people attending to the clinics, so more than 200 professionals already. 200 professionals from 8 different European countries already attended to my hoof boot clinics. And in my wholesale company, I have a team of 3 girls who are doing nothing else the whole day than helping and consulting riders and also professionals to find the right hoof boots. They are doing this on the phone, they're doing this with our email, but we never do it at least without having photos, because that's extremely important. And what I think for you to understand what will happen is also to understand. It's important to understand my view, my perspective. Of course, I have some preferred hoof boot models. Everybody who is doing something with hoof boots has preferred models. That's totally normal. But for me, each horse and each hoof is a challenge and maybe a problem. And I'm looking for the solution. That's how I look at it. I don't say today we sell Renegades, or today we sell Easy Boot Glove, or Equine Fusion, or Scoot Boot, or whatever. Always look at the horse, go through these 7 principles that you will learn in the online course, and then at the end we have a hoof boot that it's the best for that horse. So if you are interested learning these 7 hoof boot principles, go to courses.hoofboot.academy book the course, have fun, and if you have any ideas, any suggestions, any questions, every feedback is highly appreciated. See you at Hoofboot Academy.